So flying over to the next topic here, this definitely was kind of like, I was happy that this happened, but then I was like annoyed at the same time because, you know, there's even a clip on our Gamers for Life channel of me saying, "Where the fuck is Splinter Cell?"
Yeah.
And luckily, it seems like they heard me swear at them.
Remember, vulgar constructive criticism.
Yes. I always remember that. So according to IGN, the title of the article here, it says, Ubisoft reportedly developing a new Splinter Cell games. The Sam Fisher could be returning to duty. And it says Ubisoft has reported greenlit development of a new mainline Splinter Cell game. If the rumor proves true, it will be the first core entry in the Tom Clancy Stealth series since 2013 from Blacklist. And it says here that according to VGC, which I believe is Video Game Chronicle, says that they claim multiple development sources have revealed that a new Splinter Cell is early in phase of production with small chance of the game being announced in 2022. So the project has apparently been greenlit as a part of an effort to appease frustrated Tom Clancy and Splinter Cell fans who have been less than happy with Ubisoft's treatment of the brand over the last decade. End quote. Part of me, and just to go on a slight rant, not too hard of a rant, but a rant worth having. Like, I don't understand why this wasn't one of their obvious things that they would want to greenlit. I don't know if it's because the original voice actors weren't going to do it. Because I don't know if Double Agent is the same guy as from the prior games. You know what I mean? I
remember Splinter Cell's voice actor being the guy from Starship Troopers.
Yeah. And then I know Dennis Haybert, you know, he plays the guy that's talking to him. I forget his name in the game, but I don't know if that was a factor. But I know in general, like, this is a game that people have been waiting for, you know, like people really enjoy. Like there is a cult following of Splinter Cell fans. Like if there's anything that's Tom Clancy, it's funny because, you know, we talk about a lot as far as how Ubisoft has kind of abused, you know, saying like, oh, this is a Tom Clancy game, right? They do that a lot, obviously, with a lot of these other fucking games like Defiant and all this shit, where it's like, this has nothing to do with Tom Clancy. But if there's a game that would lean closely to a Tom Clancy title, it would absolutely be Splinter Cell, you know? So it's just really odd to me why it would take annoyed fans for them to consider working on a game that people would love to buy and play. Like, that's just very confusing to me.
Yeah, we mentioned it before. You know, I'm not. You know, I say at one point, you know, I'm loving Far Cry 6.
Yeah,
Ubisoft. But again, what they've done with Tom Clancy's name is fucking abysmal. Now, for those of you that don't remember, Tom Clancy was an author.
Yeah,
was an accomplished author. Hunt for October.
Yeah. Clear and Present Danger. The list goes on. Some of All Fears. You know.
Yeah. The Jack
Reacher series. Right?
Jack Ryan.
Yeah, Jack Ryan.
Yeah, the Jack Ryan series. So that's
thousands of pages of books. You know,
dude. And when you read those books, because I read Some of All Fears. I've read Some of All Fears. They're very, even the books, they're very detailed.
Yeah.
You know, tactical based, knowledge based things, and to go from that to Tom Clancy's Battle Royale, pew pew pew. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you can't make a random fucking game just because it's a soldier. You can slap the Tom Clancy name on it. Like,
yeah,
like it's Ubisoft has dissolved so far backwards of what the Tom Clancy name meant, and it really for me it really started with Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. Now, I know a lot of people like that game, but for me, and what's becoming a lot more clear for the diehard Tom Clancy fans, even the minimal Tom Clancy fans, you know, Tom Clancy was synonymous with stealth, tactical, you know, strategy, and now it's become Battle Royale. Who gets the fucking who gets the victory Royale in the Battle Royale? Yeah,
right.
Right. So I think that's the main reason why Splinter Cell hasn't been their focus, because everything that Splinter Cell is, again, it isn't their focus. Stealth, tactical, strategy. No, loud guns, bright colors. Fuck it.
Multiplayer.
Slap.
That's a decent point.
Because for me, because I know for you was Splinter Cell. For me, it was Ghost Recon. Like and something, I don't know if it was a trademark they lost or something. I even missed the old fucking Ghost Recon reticle.
Oh yeah,
it was their own it was because to a point that was the logo of the game. Like the O in all their Ghost Recon games was that reticle. It was like a U combined with a W and a V. It was a very specific reticle to the point if you saw it, you knew that was a Ghost Recon game.
Yeah.
And the original Ghost Recon games was like pick your team. Pick your team. Like you don't have a sniper class for this, demolition class, engineer, all this stuff. And to what it's become now, it's just like fuck it. There's guns, so it's Tom Clancy.
Yeah, open world, have at it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're it's like they're saturating their own market. Wildlands, Division, Breakpoint. I would say argue Siege, but Siege is its own thing. Like Siege is its own thing. And people were kind of happy but upset when they put what's his name? Tom Fisher? Like the character, Splinter Cell.
Sam Fisher. Sam Fisher.
When
When
Ubisoft unveiled like a Splinter Cell thing, people were like, "Oh my god, the game's going back," and it's like, "Oh, he's a playable character in Rainbow Six Siege." Cool. Yeah. We kind of want a full fucking game.
Right. Exactly. It's like, what do you like? Why are you guys poking me with a stick here?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think you make a lot of great points, Arthur. I mean, if anything, I hope the royalties of just even putting Tom Clancy in any of these games are going to like Tom Clancy's family. But as far as for these games, yeah, they're really saturating their own market, and it's sad that they're taking the road, of let's try to compete against, PUBG, let's compete against Fortnite, let's make games, Call of Duty, let's compete with those titles versus being true. And what sucks too, because like I feel like The Division was a game that could have had that Tom Clancy edge, right? Like I feel like the story really wrote itself as far as for that, just like the open worldness, and then just like shit's fucked up, and you have these regimes, and you're going around the city. Like I really liked that, but they just made it more of like a multiplayer shoot 'em up, third person open world experience versus like this could have had a really dope fucking story to it.
I played The Division 2 with Victor, mainly because I don't know if it's still there, but at one point it was a Game Pass game.
Oh, okay.
Or it was on sale. I don't know. I just know I did not pay full price for that fucking game. Like either it was, I think it was on a stupid sale of like $5, $10.
Oh, okay.
Something like, or it was something. Yeah. But I definitely did not pay full price for that game.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we enjoyed that game. Like we enjoyed the game. And the thing was that The Division, that game's a weird little situation because there was definitely like tacticalness to it. There was definitely stealth to it. But then story wise and gameplay wise, at one point, because the whole map is like, okay, the bad guys took over all this shit, and you're like a Ubisoft game, like Far Cry, like other Ubisoft games, you're slowly whittling your way through the ranks to retake the city of Washington D.C., right? But then at some point, the like Act 2 or Act 3 starts by literally just like magically undoing everything you just did, and now says, "Oh, a different regime just retook all over your all your camps while you were gone. Do the whole map again."
Oh my god, like, are you serious?
If they were to expand the map and do the same thing, it would just feel different. But to literally, for no reason, undo everything you just did and say, "Oh, they took it over while you were gone," retake the entire fucking map again, but now with a more difficult enemy, we stopped playing.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Because it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. It was like a reverse Deus Ex Machina, but for the bad guys. It was like really they took over everything because you're supposed to like build up your camps and defenses. Everything was fully maxed out, but they just pulled up, whatever, do the whole thing over again.
Jesus.
And we're just like, and we literally like I installed the game. We stopped playing. I was like, hey man, do you really want to do this all over again? Because again, to a point, it felt like we beat the game. We cleared the map,
right?
And again, they could have done almost a copy and paste square footage of another encampment just in a new part of the map, but it still would have felt like, okay, let's go free this part of the town. But again, just to like say fuck you and undo everything you just did and say do it again, but now harder.
It's
Just
like, no.
the way it was done was just like, I'm good, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. It's like, I'll pass.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you went to the finish line. You want to go back but harder? The same path? Yep. I'm good. So
Not really.
That's why I was torn. Because again, when it comes to, to the strategy, to the team-based elements that is your partner, there was PvP stuff, but it was very, very limited. Like literally, you will only encounter other players in this section. And I'm like, cool. Guess what section I'm never fucking going to? Because when I think of Tom Clancy, I don't think of fucking PvP teabagging. That's Halo. That's Call of Duty. That's fine. That's where it belongs. But not in the Tom Clancy games.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely. So, hey everybody, my name is Jarrell.
My name's Arthur.
And welcome to the Gamers for Life podcast channel here where we discuss all things games, movie things related, consoles, stuff going on in the industry. We have a whole lot of fun here. We have news clips or funny compilations, things of that nature. But be sure to subscribe here on the YouTube channel. We'd love to have you. And also, if you want to check out all things related to Gamers for Life, so if it's Arthur doing the Twitch stuff, or if you want to listen to our audio content as well, go to linktree.com/Gamers for Life. Get all the good stuff there. But again, welcome, and I hope you can subscribe so you can check out more of our videos for the future.
Follow us on Instagram for stories we don't always cover, but worth talking about.
Oh yeah. Peace.